Airborne pollen is an important cause of allergic rhinitis. All plants produce pollen as part of their reproductive cycle. There are thousands of plant species that grow in the United States, but just a small number are significant sources of allergenic pollen. In this video, we will discuss the general characteristics of allergenic plants, then we'll look at some important allergenic plants. Although all plants produce pollen, not every plant produces allergenic pollen. Plants that are important allergens have several characteristics in common. First, they are wind pollinated rather than insect pollinated. Next, allergenic pollen is buoyant and is spread readily by the wind. Because wind pollination is relatively inefficient, these types of plants produce large quantities of pollen. A single shoot from a white oak tree produced all the yellow pollen you see on the ground. Just think how much pollen the entire tree and the surrounding hillside released into the air. Clinically important allergenic plants must be abundant in an area. Trees such as oak and maple can cover hundreds of acres. Ragweed can colonize large fields and affect patients for miles around, and grass allergens can cover many acres. The most important allergenic plants are widespread over regions or the entire country. Brightly colored flowers are rarely allergenic, and insect-pollinated plants typically don't produce pollen that can be spread by the wind. Finally, allergenic pollen must contain proteins that are capable of inducing IgE antibodies in sensitive patients. Major and minor allergens and their structures have been identified in many important species.